Okay, Nick, I'm looking at your radio. I shut off a couple things. I shut off the echo. I shut this one off. NG, I don't know. Now that's not even coming up. There was a NC. Where's that at? NC, does that have to be on or something with the echo? Maybe I just went by it. Yeah, noise compander or something. I'm gonna leave that off. I'm gonna leave this on because I'll show you why. Go to AM. As soon as I engage a little audio from this microphone, which isn't very much, just to let it pass some sound. You can see your carrier there. Now I do have some fan noise running in the background, but the nice thing about these, and this is essentially the same radio as the DX5000 Plus, the only difference on this one is it doesn't have the noise reduction, so we'll switch that on, because this is not the AT-5555 Plus/N. That's a lot to say, but this is just the AT-5555 Plus. So that'll cut down, like if you have like some fans going and stuff. Like I have a power supply that runs a pretty hefty fan, and you know, some amplifier equipment and stuff that has fans on it. So you know, but that only comes out when you transmit. So I don't know if the software, if I have the software for this radio or not. I believe it will take the DX5000 Plus software, so we'll find out. I don't think that you have anything really. I don't think you have it set up for the public setting either. So what I see is like certain functions are on certain channels. I like the public setting because then if you turn something on, it's on throughout the whole radio, versus just having it on like at one specific channel or whatever. So we'll see if I can send this file. It should be able to. It's the same board and everything, so I don't really see there should be a problem. If not, I'll just reset the radio. But let's see, public. Let's see, SWR protect value 3.0. You said something about SWR, so I'm going to go back and look at what you read. I don't know what kind of clarifier mode you have right now. Let me see what it says. There's a couple settings in these for that. R and T. Okay, well that's fine. I can work with that because that's what I'm going to send into it. So, alright. This will give you the 60 channels if it works on this band. And the UK FM. All the stuff I do, the DX5000 will give you the Roger beep, which is the little HR2510 sounding Roger beep. I'm pretty sure it's going to work. If it doesn't work, the software will just tell me wrong radio. It's working, so it should be fine. I don't know where the software is for this radio. I haven't gone to the Anytone website, so maybe it's there, maybe it's not. I'm not really sure. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so now we should have the public setting on. So if I turn Roger beep on, see it's on everywhere. High cut, whoop, that's 10K. High cut will be on everywhere. So I think it's a little bit better to use like that. And then obviously we have our 60. And then this will still go up to, I don't know if you use 10 meters or not, but it'll cover all the technician part of it. And then this will do the UK FM. You just have to change all these to the 2.5. You have to make that a 5 when you transmit or receive, so we could just show it. You'd have to do that on each one of these, but there you go. So that's how that's going to work. It's going to show you the SWR when you key up. Little Roger beep enabled, so all that fun stuff. And now I'm going to get into the alignment part of it, which is really quick and easy on these. If you need that file, just let me know what your email is, and I probably have it from one of your past orders. I can just send you that data file, and if you need the software for the DX5000 Plus, I can get you a link to that. So let's see here, what do we want to do? We want to do this, and this, and this. Oops. So we're just going to bring up the menu from the computer like that. And I'm going to start here, and I'll come back and show you some of the stuff I do. Alright, there's the transmit frequency on this, so they're always good. Shouldn't have any problems there. FM power, we're going to set it to, I don't know, 40. So I don't know if you particularly use FM, but I wouldn't go much higher on this radio than 40. And then low, I'm going to set that to like 0.5, so you can go really low if you need to. That's good. Not sure which way this radio will let me go with FM mod, but we'll find out. Some of them are different, depends on when this was made. Some of them don't allow you to increase it that much, some do. So it shows about 2.8 right now, so I think this one, yeah, this is a same relative radio as the, I think the firmware version that's in the DX5000 Plus that I saw. I had very few of those left too, but just doesn't have the noise reduction NRC part like the other one, like the one I have does. So same radio though. Let's do the AM modulation. Whoop, let's do our dead keys first, actually. So do our dead keys on this. So I'm going to set the high one to 10, or I'm sorry, 8. And when you play with these dead key settings, it does affect the audio, like what you get. So especially when you turn it down. Well, I like to give somebody a really low starting point. That way they can kind of go from there on what they need. So sometimes you'd be surprised 1 watt isn't enough. Sometimes guys need lower. So we will figure out what's best for this rig here based off the settings. There's our 0.5 watt. There's our modulation low coming up, so we'll see how this one plays out. Super low. See how it's flat-lined a little bit there, so it's probably too much. So what you see on the bottom there is the same as what you see here. More or less, it's a little too much. Timeout timer killed me. make sure just a little bit less of that, and then you can see here how nice that looks. So what you see here is basically what you see over there. I could literally get rid of the oscilloscope for like this type of work and it really wouldn't matter. I won't, just because it's better to have two things to look at, but at least for the AM work it's really pretty self-explanatory at that point once it looks good over there. High power, I use the scope too when I'm working with older radios on the receivers, so it's beneficial to look at the audio coming out of the speaker jack and stuff. But I don't work with old radios generally for anyone else, just for myself. So a lot of guys watch my videos and stuff, and I think they think I'm like open for business for everything and anything, but I really enjoy just kind of doing some of the older radio work that I have here for myself and at my leisure. Alright, so that looks really good. And then there. And then there. So it's all good. Look at the sideband. It's not a whole lot to really change on that. You can hear the distortion a little bit. I have a other radio on the air antenna. You can see it there a little bit too, so come onto there and come here. Put this back to 20 kilohertz. Go peak. Alright, so I'm going to kind of come back when I'm ready to do this. Okay, so I mean these have a pretty good number to start off with, but the problem, I just have a small problem with what I see here. It's flattened off and stuff, so even the RMS power, this is in peak, so I'll switch that back. It's manageable because it's about half, but just our waveform is a little distorted, so just want to clear that up like that, and that looks much better. So, and that number did come up slightly, so I think we should be good now. So now you can see, looks nice. They have a weird biasing on these radios, so you know, every once in a while you see a little bit of that in the middle. And Chinese, you know how they do these MOSFETs and stuff, you know, if you were to buy your own IRF 520s and put them in, they're not usually the same as what they use, even though it's the same part number and stuff. So it's kind of weird, but it doesn't reflect any negativity on the air, what you see there, so it should be good. Alright, so let's hook up a microphone here, and we're in AM. And again, I got that noise gate thing on. Actually I don't, so I'm going to switch that on. You can run the mic gain all the way up on this if you choose to. Turn that on. So alright, so here we go. About 8 watts right here. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Check. Hello radio. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hello 1 2. So looks pretty good. This is RMS power right here up on the top. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello check. Hello 1 2. It's not a ton. It's not going to swing like the PP numbers would, but hello radio. Okay, here's PEP down here. You can see it on the hello radio. I don't think bird meters are true interpretation of real RMS myself. I'm going to stick with that. I don't believe what I see normally on the internet when people show RMS on bird. I just don't think they have the capability to show accurate bird RMS as a carrier. It's not like this. This is a true RMS reading meter as well as a PEP, and I think you have a LP 700 or 500, so you would already know that. But they are good for PEP and for carrier and stuff. You know, So we had that, I remember you had that whole debacle with that guy that I know up here, so sorry about that. But some of those old school guys, you know, they for whatever reason just can't get the mindset out that, you know, things that are what they used to be and what they thought they were just generally aren't what they should be. And I think you know what I'm saying. That sucks, man. Because some guys don't know how good stuff they actually have sitting in front of them because they have some piece of junk that they're trying to test power and stuff with that totally lets them down. So here's your sideband power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, check, check. About 40 plus out of these. 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, what I do doesn't really give you any more power. It just gives you a little bit better modulation on AM and FM and a little bit cleaner sideband signal. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Real clean here. A little less than 4 kilohertz of you know, occupied bandwidth on sideband, but that's perfect. You know, you don't want to hog it all up. That's about it. I mean, it's ready to rock and roll, just like a DX5000 Plus would. So I'll turn your echo back on, kind of like I think how you had it. See how that sounds. 1, 1, 2. A lot of guys I talk to that have these, they run it like here and here. And 1, 1, 2, check, check. Hello, 1, 2. It's not really overbearing, but it's what you like. It's not what I like. So, but I think that sounds pretty good. You probably can't hear that anyways, but let's back this power down to all the way to the minimum, which, you know, the radio's not going to do that much from the minimum. Now the bird is real excited like it always is. So what you see here isn't generally that great either. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, now we're starting at 0.5 watts. So what you see is pretty good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then over here, 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you back this up to, or turn this up, I mean, to about 2 watts. That's where it really starts to come to life, about 2 watts. The bird's still in peak, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. So that's where it really opens up. You get some strong audio, some good forward swing on peak, and, you know, still sound really good. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, check, check. Again, here a little more accurate reading. Maybe not the full output of the radio, but still pretty good. Alright, let's put this on the air really quick. I don't think there's really much out here. There's a guy keying up locally, but we'll check it out.
Yeah, what around you? 76. That was with the battery. Walmart's the only one I see online that sells them with the battery. Yeah. I think Home Depot sells them with the battery too.